अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम परमगुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे। नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटी सुप्तमुद्बोध्य कृष्णं पारार्त्यं स्वं सुधिसरसरसिद्धमध्यापयन्ती सोच्छिष्टायां सजनिगलितं या बलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते கோதாதஸ்யை நம இதமிதம் பூய ஏவாஸ்து பூயः. அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியும் இன் இசையால் பாடி கொடுத்தாள் நட்பாமாலை சூடி கொடுத்தாலை சொல்லு சூடி கொடுத்த சுடற்கொடியே தோல்பாவை பாடி அருள வல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினி வெண்கடவர்க்கென்ன விதி என்ற இம்மாற்றம் நான் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. Namaste, Hare Krishna. I welcome you all to our Tiruppavai sessions. Today, starting today, is Margari, Margasirisha, Dhanurmasa, which is for 30 days. And on these 30 days, is very popular in India, especially on the southern part of India, where this beautiful literature, poetry in a format of poetry called Tiruppavai has been recited in most of the homes. We are going to see few things as an introduction. That is, who is Andal, her purpose in this world, what's so special about Andal compared to other great saints called Alvars, meaning of Tiruppavai and its purpose, and what is there in Tiruppavai in nutshell, comparing Ramayana and Tiruppavai, and the connection between Srimad Bhagavatam and Tiruppavai, and an overall message or overall content of Tiruppavai, the 30 Pasurams, and the key messages. That's going to be the first part of the presentation today. And second part, or the last part of the presentation, is going to be starting the first Pasuram. When I say Pasuram, it means the verse or sloka, the poem. The first Pasuram, being the first day, we have to do the first Pasuram, and we'll cover as much as we could from the first Pasuram. And it's going to be for 30 days. And today is an introductory class with the first Pasuram, but starting from the second day, it's going to be from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning, Central Time. And this will also be going to be recorded. And those who cannot, especially the kids, those cannot make it, they can always come back and listen to the recording that will be available on the YouTube. Sriyapati Sriman Narayana, who is in Vaikunta, is situated in Vaikunta. Vaikunta is a place where there is no miseries, free of miseries. That is why it is called Vaikuntam. There is no problems, free of miseries. But the place that we are in is called Dukkhalayam, full of miseries. Therefore, it is said, this place where we are living, every step we take, there will be a problem. Padam padam yadvi padam natesham. Nathetesham. So, samasritya ye pada pallava plavam mahat padam punya yasho murarihi. Therefore, for us to cross over this material existence, we have to take care of, we have to board onto a boat. That boat is Mahat Padam Punya Yasho Murari. It is the lotus feet of Murari, that is Krishna, by which we can easily cross over this material existence. For those who have taken the shelter of this boat, the lotus feet of Krishna, they can easily cross. Whereas for those who have not taken the shelter of Krishna and thinking that one day this world will be better, today I'm suffering, but tomorrow I'll be all right. Today I have some problems in life, tomorrow things will be better. Today I couldn't do my business well, my business will flourish later. So what happens is that if we get hurt and there is no any cure for the hurt, or you have a hurt and it's still there. The first few days we worry about the hurt, the pain. But then what happens is over the period of the time, it becomes normal in our life. We get used to that one. And we think that is what the life is. Life is with pain. So therefore, no problem. So constantly we get, what happens is we get used to the pains of our life. And when I say pains, it could be the physical pain or it could be the mental pain. But we are hoping that even with this pain, I can be happy. But the problem is the way that the material world, this locum, has been designed, that we cannot and we can never be happy all the time. There's always going to be problems and there's going to be happiness. Happiness and problem is going to be always coming and going in our life. When we search, if we are searching for only happiness, then we are in a wrong place trying to search happiness. It's like a fish that is trying to find happiness out of the water. The fish can never be happy out of the water. It has to stay within the water to be happy. Therefore, we are in a wrong place trying to find happiness. But we don't want to accept that we are still trying to find happiness in some way or the other by our objects that we are seeing, by the things that we are eating, by the things that we are hearing, by the things that we are smelling, by the things that we are touching. We are trying to find happiness in some way or the other. The Supreme Lord, who is situated in Sri Vaikuntham with his consort Sri, Bhu, and Neela Devi. These are primary three Lakshmis, Sri Devi, Bhudevi, and Neela Devi. They're watching from there and they're feeling pity on us. They're feeling sad about it. They're thinking about us and thinking how fortunate our children are. They're not really understanding their real home is not that material world. Rather, they have to be with us. But they're in a wrong place and they're thinking they'll be happy. So we got to do something. Therefore, the Lord descended into this world, taking different avatars: Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, many avatars. We only know 10 avatars primarily, Dasa avatar, but then he takes many more avatars. But then what happens when he comes here, it takes some of us out from here. But majority of them are still here. The Lord, he did his job. But then as a mother, she cannot tolerate the son, the children, our children being suffering like this, especially the Bhudevi, Bhuma Devi, who is another consort of the Lord. So she decided, this time I will go. I will descend into the world and I will try to save our children. And she takes permission. And for that reason, she appears into this world. That concept of the Lord, Bhudevi or Bhuma Devi, appeared into this world in Kali Yuga, in a place called Sri Villiputtur. It is in the southern part of India, in the state of Tamil Nadu. She appeared there, and her father was Periyalvar or Vishnu Chitta. She also been called by other names: Andal, Kodai, Sudi Kudutha Nachiyar, and Kode Pirati, Alvar Tirumozhi, many names, beautiful names. All these names has its own meanings. So Andal appeared into this world. Bhumi Pirati, that is Bhudevi, appeared into this world in Srivilliputtur as daughter of Periyalvar. Her birth is not like any other birth. She appeared. She was not born from someone's womb, from someone's tummy, mother's tummy. She appeared just like that. There are beautiful stories about Andal. But the purpose of this presentation is for those who have not introduced, for those who don't know about Andal, we are just introducing those people who doesn't know Andal to her. But just, we are not getting into too much of details of the stories of what happened and so forth. But we'll touch here and there as it goes. So Andal, whose name is also called Kodai. Kodai means go means a word, dha means deliver. And she gave beautiful words to deliver our children. Therefore, her name is Goda. She's also called Andal. Andal means one who controls, one who rules over. She rules over the Lord Krishna, Narayana, by her love, by her bhakti. Therefore, her name is Andal. If it is feminine, it's Andal. If it is masculine, male, then it's called Alvars. She is also called Alvar, who controls the Lord by her love. Now, Andal has written two literature. One is called Nachiyar Tirumozhi, which has 143 Pasurams, verses. 143 verses. Some of the verses are sung especially during the marriage ceremony. And another famous one is Tiruppavai. That is why we are all gathered here to learn about Tiruppavai, to appreciate Tiruppavai. It is 30 Pasurams, 30 Pasurams, 30 verses. Alvars are 12 in numbers, 10, sometimes it is a 10, sometimes we include also 2, that is Andal and Madragavi Alvar. Both of them together, they are 12. Poigai Alvar, Bodhattalvar, Peyalvar, Tirumarishi, Nammalvar, Madrakavi Alvar, Kulashekara Alvar. For those who know about Mukundamala Stotram, this Alvar, Kulashekara Alvar, is the one who has written the Mukundamala Stotram. Periyalvar, Andal, Tondaradi Podi Alvar, Tiruppan Alvar, Tirumangai Alvar. They are all together called 12 Alvars. And they together have written totally 4,000 verses, 4,000 pasurams. They're all beautiful, wonderful. And there are many, many commentaries has been given on that. Especially on the Tiruppavai, there are unlimited commentaries given by great acharyas. And what we are going to see in 30 days is only surface of or touching the seashore on the Tiruppavai. It's the deep ocean. We can collect so many pearls out of this Tiruppavai, and many, many great sages and saints, acharyas and gurus have given unlimited lectures just on this Tiruppavai for days together. Andal, as she was growing, she became 5 years. She was 5 years old. That's another important thing about Andal was she was 5 years old when she wrote this Tiruppavai, just 5 years old. And she is the only female of all the 12 Alvars. That's another important thing. And compared to other Alvars, Andal is very special because the other Alvars, being a male, they were assuming a form of a female to show their bhakti towards Lord Krishna, to the Lord. But Andal, she doesn't have to assume herself to be a female because she is born as a female. Therefore, that's another advantage for her. Now let's see the meaning of Tiruppavai. Pavai, Pavai. Tiru means very auspicious, very special, and you always address someone with Sri, Sri so and so, right? Like the Tiru is a Tamil version of Sri. Pavai, where one a beautiful doll or Lord Krishna, it is called Pavai. Again, there's many, many, many meanings for that. One of the meaning is where is a doll. And we are going to see what that is very soon. So this Tiruppavai, the 30 Pasurams of Tiruppavai, speaks mainly about three important things. That is Tattva Trayam, number one. Second is Artha Panchakam, number two. Number three is Sharanagati. Tattva Trayam means there are three tattvas. That is Jivatma, Prakriti, and Paramatma. These three tattvams are there. And Artha Panchakam. Artha Panchakam are five important subject matter. Who am I? Who is Lord? What is the relationship to be established? And what is that stopping me to further proceed in my bhakti towards that Lord to establish that relationship? Number five, after attaining the Lord, what am I supposed to do? This is called Artha Panchakam. And how are we going to do these things? That is also explained in the Tiruppavai. And that process of upayam, that process, the means is called Sharanagati. Sharanagati means surrendering unto the Lord. But what is so special about Tiruppavai is that the Vedas, what is told in the Vedas for us to understand is not that easy. It's very difficult. And also for one to read Vedas, there are a lot of restrictions are there for one to start reading Vedas. There's a lot of restrictions are there. Therefore, it is not easy for everyone. Vedas are not accessible for anyone and everyone. Even if one studies, one may not understand the real meaning of Vedas. The language of the Vedas is difficult. Whereas Tiruppavai, there is no restriction who should read. Anyone can read. Men can read, women can read, children can read, and there's no chance to misinterpret the meaning of Tiruppavai because it's a simple language. It's in a local language, Tamil language. It's very easy. And for those who are not familiar with Tamil, it's your mother tongue is not Tamil. Don't worry. Don't think this is going to be alien to you. We are going to make the presentation in such a way easy for you, explaining word by word of the Pasuram. So it's you can relate to it. So it's do not give up on thinking that this is going to be hard for me, this language I don't know. It's very, no, it's going to be very easy. We'll make it very easy. So that's a greatness of Tiruppavai. So everyone can come together, and we are now so fortunate, somehow or the other, by the anugraha of Andal, that we are all inspired to come together and start this wonderful journey together for next 30 days. And we'll all go together, because this is the mood of Tiruppavai also. Tiruppavai is must be read not separately, isolated. It has to be read together in a satsanga, as a goshti, as everyone together. And we all going to go together in this journey. So I request you all to stay with me, come with me, and we'll all enjoy, have a Krishna Anubhava, the experience of Krishna. For Krishna, Tiruppavai in a nutshell, Andal, what she does is she gathers all her friends of her village, and she is going to go to Nanda Bhavan, the palace of Nanda. That's all the whole 30 pasurams of Tiruppavai. There's nothing more than that. What she does is she gets up in the morning, she calls her friends door after door to door, every door to door, and she gathers all the friends, go to Yamuna Nadi, and she's going to take bath there, and that's all she's going to pray. That's all the surface meaning of this Tiruppavai. But then it is not simply waking up someone and going to take bath. It has a deeper meaning. The deeper meaning of this Tiruppavai is based on Sharanagati concept. That is the deeper inner meaning of what this particular Tiruppavai is going to tell us. Like how, if we read Ramayana, Ramayana is simple, very simple. Dasaratha didn't have a child, therefore he did the Putra Kameshti Yagya, Rishishringa came, then the Payasa came, and the four sons were born, and then Rama got married to Sita, and Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, and then Ravana goes to Lanka, crosses the ocean, kills Lanka, and then gets saves Sita and come back. That is all the stories. What's the deeper meaning of the story of Ramayana? Deeper meaning is Jivatma is lost in the world of material existence. That is Sita, represented by Sita. And then who comes to save her as a mediator, messenger? Hanuman comes. And who's that Hanuman for the Jivatma like us? It is Guru comes in our life. And how are we being tortured? The biggest torture that we are going through is our mind. That is Ravana. Ravana with 10 head or 10 senses. It's always bombarding us all different ways. And what is the ocean that covers us? This Lanka. This is where this is called samsara. And finally, with the connection established by the Guru, that is Hanuman, Jiva get connected to the Paramatma. This is Ramayana. That is the deeper meaning of Ramayana. Likewise, Rukmini Sandesha. Rukmini simply wanted to get married to Krishna. She finds a Brahmana and gives a letter, and the Brahmana delivers the letter. Krishna comes, takes her away. That's a simple story. What's the deeper meaning? The Jivatma has to be connected to the Paramatma. Therefore, there's a Guru needed. And the Guru comes and takes a message from the Jivatma and then recommends to the Paramatma, and the Paramatma comes here to this world and delivers the Jivatma. This is Rukmini Sandesha, the Rukmini Kalyanam, Rukmini marriage. Like the Puranjana story is there. So if you see the story on the surface level, it is very simple. But then with the help of the acharyas, with the help of the guru, with their commentaries, we can understand the deeper meaning of it. Therefore, it is not simply Andal is calling all the friends, our friends, and go simply take a bath, go to the swimming pool and take a bath. What she's trying to tell, the deeper meaning is that let's all dive into this Krishna Anubhavam. Krishna Anubhavam, enjoy Krishna Leela, Krishna Katha. Krishna's fame, Krishna's name, Krishna's pastime, Krishna's qualities. That is exactly what we are going to dive into this Krishna ocean called Krishna, and for this next 30 days and enjoy Krishna, have Krishna Anubhavam. So the Gopastris wanted to attain Krishna. Ultimately, they wanted to attain Krishna as their husband. Therefore, they want to perform this 30 days vrata, 30 days vrata, and that is this 30 days Pasuram goes on. So what our goal when we read Tiruppavai, as we are reading, studying Tiruppavai, our goal should be the same thing. We should understand that we are all going to pray to Krishna. We are going to dive into the Krishna Anubhava, and we all want to become the property of Krishna. Krishna is the only Purusha. We are all feminine. Doesn't matter we are in the boy's body or a old man body or a young man body or an adult body, men body, whatever it is. We are all wives of Krishna because he's the only man. He's the only Purushottama. We are all his wives. And that is a bhava, and that is a mood that we all have to have. So we may be, it is not that we want to read Tiruppavai so that we want to get a good husband. We want to get some good wealth. We want to get some good name, good fame, good prestige. That is not the purpose of why we all gathered here for this 30 days. We are gathered here to and get the little bit of drops of the mood of gopis. For them, they didn't want any of these things. They only want Krishna. Krishna is the only goal for them. They want Krishna as their husband. Unake nam aatkolvom. Unake nam aatkolvom means I belong to you, only to you we will surrender, no one else. And this is what their prayers are. So in other words, it is a vivaham. Vivaham means marriage. In the world, marriage happens. The marriage happens between a boy and a girl, man and a woman, right? It is the sharira to sharira, body to body, vivaham happens. It's called laukika vivaham. Laukika vivaham, the worldly marriage happens from with one body to another body, male body to a female body to a male body. That is the authentic way of marriage. Nowadays, marriage happens, doesn't matter. Different bodies are getting married now. That is not the traditional way. That is not allowed. That is not what's supposed to be happening. But let's not get into those things. Laukika marriage is a male getting married to a female, female getting married to a male. But it is sharira, one sharira to another sharira. It is sharira vivaham. Whereas the vivaham of jivatma to paramatma is called atma vivaham. That is Atma Vivaham. That Vivaham takes place by the priest. Even in the marriage, in regular marriage, the priest comes and arranges the marriage between a boy and a girl, male and a female. Likewise, for the Atma Vivaha, that Jivatma getting married to Paramatma, there is a priest involved. Who is that priest? That is Acharya. That is Guru. Guru connects the Jivatma to Paramatma. So that the Jivatma can have Bhagavat Anubhavam, Krishna Anubhavam, eternally for the rest of his life. So now, the beauty of Tiruppavai is much more greater than Ramayana. This is very important to know, interesting to know, because Valmiki has written, Kujantam Rama Rameti Maduram Maduraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shaka Mande Valmiki Kokilam. The Valmiki Ramayana comes from the lotus mouth of Valmiki, but then Valmiki is born from an ant hill. And it is said the ant hill are the ears for Bhumi. Whatever talks that's happening, it's all passes through the ant hill, and the message goes to the Bhuma Devi, the earth, and the earth gives a message to the Lord over there. This is what is happening in the world. This is what people are talking in the world. So Valmiki is born from the ant hill. But now please understand how from him came Valmiki. Valmiki Ramayana comes from Valmiki, who just born from the anthill. And the anthill is the ear of Bhuma Devi. Now that Bhuma Devi herself appeared as Andal and she spoke Tiruppavai. So just imagine the greatness of Tiruppavai over Srimad Ramayanam, Valmiki Ramayanam. It is only through ear that came out. Now Mother Earth herself came and spoke Tiruppavai. Therefore, it is said Tiruppavai is greater to be worshipped and considered to be greater than anything else. Now let's see the connection between Srimad Bhagavatam and Tiruppavai. Now, For this, it's a story time. As Andal was growing, her father, right from her childhood, when she was a baby, right, he was always talking about Krishna. Krishna Kathas from Vishnu Puranam and Srimad Bhagavatam. All the time, he was only talking about stories about Krishna to Anda when she was born. That even the toys that she was playing, she was giving the name as this is Krishna toy. This is Keshava toy. This is Mukunda toys. This is Padmanabha toy. So she gives names, all the toys' name, also Krishna's names. Everything is Krishna for her. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Every time Krishna, because her father was simply always talking about Krishna Katha to Anda, which is something very important as a parenting. As a parent, we should also know that we have to spend some time or most of our time with our children to speak about Krishna Katha. If we are giving chance little bit gap to them, they are going to hear some other katha which is not even related to Krishna, and they are going to go into that particular path. It's going to be very difficult then to bring them back into Krishna. Therefore, it's very important as a parent, as parenting, that we drive them or guide them towards Krishna. Always speak about Krishna. Let them tell slokas of Krishna. Let them hear about Krishna Katha rather than seeing and watching and hearing so many unnecessary, unwanted things, because that's going to pollute their consciousness. Therefore, Periyarvar, Vishnu Chitta, was always telling stories about Krishna. And Andal, as she was hearing about Krishna, she got very attracted to Krishna. She got so attracted to Krishna, and the age, it was age for, she became 5 years old. In those years, those age, those time, it is a tradition, it's a practice, it's a culture, it is approved that the kids, the children of 5 years are ready for marriage, ready for marriage. So Periyarvar wanted to get her daughter married, and she was also willing to get married. But then she wanted to only get married to Krishna, no one else. No one else. So why? Because she was attracted to Krishna. And she was thinking how to get married to Krishna. And when she was thinking how she was, what needs to be done so she can get married to Krishna, at that time she remembered and recollect at father telling Srimad Bhagavatam few times. Story from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 10th kandam, 22nd chapter. And this 22nd chapter is where Krishna steals the garments of the gopis when they go to the Yamuna Nadi. They were taking bath in the Yamuna Nadi. At that time, Krishna goes there and then takes off all the garments of the gopis and keep it somewhere. You all know that this particular chapter is all about Krishna stealing the garments of gopis who are taking bath in the Yamuna Nadi at that time. But here is the story. So Srimad Bhagavatam says, Sukadev Goswami says, Sukadev says, Hemante Pratame Mase Nanda Vraja Kumarikaha Cheras Avishyam Bunjanaha Katyayani Archana Vratam. This is the first sloka of the 22nd chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Katyayani Archana Vratam. So what happens is that in Gokulam, that time, the there was things happen in such a way that there seemed to be that there is no rain, the places were getting dried, some natural calamity, a sign of natural calamity is going to happen over there. That time, they were all thinking what to do. All the leaders of the village, they were thinking what to do at that time. They all approached Gargamuni and Gargacharya. And Gargacharya, they said, "Oh, things seem to be, doesn't look to be nice over here. We are getting into some natural calamity. What are we supposed to do?" Right? And Gargacharya said, the best thing that you all can do is that this month, starting now, is going to be, starting tomorrow, is going to be Dhanurmasa, Margasirisham. On this month, if you all can do a vratam, it's called Katyayani Vratam. If you do this vratam for 30 days, then things will get better. And this men's of that village, they said, yeah, very good, we will do. And Gargacharya said, no, you should not do. This should be done by the young girls. Only young girls, only they can do this vrata. And they have to do 30 days. How to do this one? Early in the morning. during Brahma Muhurta, right before Brahma Muhurta starts, they have to go to Yamuna Nadi. And in Yamuna Nadi, they have to not warm up hot water. In that Nadi, cold water, and believe it or not, that time is going to be, the season is so cold. But this is what they have to do. They have to take bath and worship Katyayani and pray that everything gets better for all of us. This is what Gargacharya said. But what happened is that the leaders of the village, they said, there's a problem. Why? We have locked all our girls in our basement. We have locked them up. If we let them go, we cannot catch them back, and they are always with Krishna. Therefore, we do not let them go anywhere out. We lock them up. This is what they said. And Gargacharya then said, that's your problem. If you ask for a solution to me, I gave you a solution. So if you want to be safe and you don't want any calamities falling upon all of you, then you got to do this one. If you don't want to do that, that's your choice. You leave it to you. I leave it to you. Decide whatever you want. But then there's leaders of the village. They went again. They spoke to Gargacha. Please, please, please do something. You have to. How can we even send the girls in the middle of the night? Not middle of the night. That early morning when things are very dark. It's not safe for the young girls to go to the Yamuna Nadi at that time by themselves. It is not safe. And Gargacharya said, I have a solution for you. What's the solution? Well, you have to find a person who's willing to go with them as a bodyguard, right? As a bodyguard at that point of time. Then that person will guard your girls and he will bring them back to the place. After the puja is over, he can bring them back. But the problem is all these cowherd boys, they do not get up before 8 o'clock. They don't know what, they've never seen sun rays. And they've never seen what, they don't know what Brahma Muhurta, what is Mangala Arati. They don't know any of this. They sleep late, they get up late. The men's of Gokula, they were like that. No one volunteered and raised their hand, I will go. No one said anything. They were all quiet. Getting up morning is so very difficult. It's so very difficult. But they have to get up. What to do? They were thinking like that. They asked what to do now, and they again approached Gargacharya. I said, please tell something else, some other solution. We can't do anything. We cannot get up in the morning. It's so very difficult to get up in the morning. Morning time is the best time. We want to again pull the comforter and sleep for extra hours. Gargacharya, well, I have a solution for you. I know one person who will be happy to go, or we can request him to go. And they all said, who's that? He said, Krishna. And all the men said, what, Krishna? Just now we told you that we don't want our girls to go be with Krishna. Is just it's not good to Krishna. So our girls' association with Krishna is not good. We can't do this one. And Gargacharya said, well, if that is what it is, find yourself another person. I can't help you. And they again said, please, please do. You see, it's better to send Krishna than anyone else. Better to give the keys of the house to the thief than trying to go to someone else. It's much more safer. Likewise, Gargacharya said, it's better you please send Krishna because you know Krishna. It's better to send Krishna and he will do his job. And without any options, they said, then they approached Krishna and they said, Krishna said, what do you want? They said, we have some request for you, some help we need from you. And you have to get up in the morning by 3 o'clock and you have to take all the girls of Braja and then let them go take bath. You have to wait away while they take bath. You don't go closer. You stay a little away and they will do a puja, Katyayani Vrata puja, and you need to bring them back. Krishna said, no, 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 no. I can't do. What do you think? Getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm not. You guys can go. One of you can go. I cannot go. And I with girls, no way. I can never be with girls. Girl and I are two different poles. I cannot get along with girls. It's very difficult. That to young girls, oh my God, very dangerous, very dangerous. So I am not going to go. I cannot accept. Then these men were begging like anything. They said, it's only you can do this, Krishna. Please, 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 please. I fall at your feet. Please go do this one for our sake. And finally, with great hesitance, great difficulty, Krishna said, okay, for the sake of our village to be safe, I have to sacrifice my sleep. I have to sacrifice my celibacy. I have to sacrifice brahmacharya. Being a brahmacharya, following the brahmacharyam, I have to sacrifice this because I have to be with the girls, which is not good for brahmacharis like me. But anyway, for the sake of benefit of mankind, for the well-being of the people of this village, I will accept this service. And Krishna accepted service to go with Kata of this one. Bhagavatam says then when the girls went there, they took bath and then they prayed to the whole program for all the girls to be sent to Yamuna Nadi is so that they can pray that no calamity comes on Brajadam. That is what they wanted them to pray. They all agreed to pray that. But when they went there, their prayer changed. What they prayed, Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayohini Adishwari Nandagopa Sutam Devi Patimme Kurume Namaha Iti Mantram Japantyasthaha Pujam Chakshu Kumarekaha. He says that Katyayani Mahamaye, O Mahamaye, Mahayohini Nandagopa Sutam Devi Patimme Kurute Namaha. Patimme Kurute Namaha. We are coming and doing all this austerity for just one reason. What is it? Nandagopa Sutam, O Devi, Nandagopa Sutam, the son of Nandagopa, let him, Patimme Kuru, let him become my husband. Every single gopis were simply praying that let Krishna become my husband. That is where they were praying. That's why they were praying. Now, Andal remembered that story, what her father told. Then she thought that whatever the great souls have done, we simply follow their footsteps and we will be successful in our life. We don't want to invent anything new in our life. Simply follow what the Mahatmas have done and we can simply be successful in our life. Therefore, the gopis, those were gopis who followed in Mathura, the northern Mathura, and Andal in the southern Mathura, Srivilliputur, she was going to follow the same. That happened in Dwapara Yuga. What gopis did in Dwapara Yuga. Where Andal is now is in Kali Yuga. That is in Mathura. This is in Srivilliputur. They were the cowherd girls, whereas she was a daughter of a Brahmana. They were not at all educated. She was well educated. But now she forgot that she was in Srivilliputur. She forgot that she is in Kali Yuga. She forgot that she is daughter of Vishnu Chitta. She completely became one of the gopis of Vrindavan. Please understand, she considered herself as a gopi. It is not an imagination, enforcing herself to imagine forcefully to think that she is like Gopi. It's not like that. She considered herself a Gopi of Vrindavan. That is how her consciousness was. Her walking style changed. Her talking style changed like gopis. Her walking style changed like gopis. And her behavior changed like gopis. Her dressing style changed like gopis. Her eating habits changed like gopis. She has become a Gopika. Gopika of Vrindavan. Not only that, she also started smelling like gopis. The Yadavas, especially the cowherd girls, they have the smell of milk always with them because they are always associated with cows and milks and butter and yogurt and ghee. Therefore, they smell like this milk products. Their hair smells like a milk product. You go close to them, they smell like a milk product. Smell of milk product comes. But Andal being nowhere in association of the cows, nowhere related to them, but the smell of them was infused from her body, coming out of her body. Now, that is how she was. This we can imagine how she was so much involved in the mode of gopis at that time, and she became a gopi by herself. Now, let's see the overview of Tiruppavai. Tiruppavai has 30 slokas or 30 pasuram. The first 1 to 5 is an introduction of what is coming up next, where she is just getting ready and wakes up some of the gopis of Gokulam or Vrindavan. She wakes up them. That is an introduction where she wakes them and tells, get ready, let's all go now. And she also gives an introduction to them. What is that we have to follow doing this vrata? What are the things that we should eat? What are the things we should not eat? How should we speak? How should not we speak? What are the things we can think? What are the things we should not be thinking? All those introduction of the vrata is being given in the first 5 slokas. That's all it is. And then she goes to the next level, next layer of the gopikas and wakes them up. Six is from 6 to 15th Pasuram. She started waking the girls of Gokulam. She, again, please understand, she's not in Srivilliputtur. She's not in the southern part of India. She is as a Gopi. Now she's in Gokulam and she's waking up door after door after door. She's waking up everyone. And that has happened from 6th Pasuram to the 15th Pasuram. And then from the 16th Pasuram to the 20th Pasuram, now she reached to the Nanda Gopal's house. Nanda Gopalan is Nanda's house, Nanda Maharaj's house. She reaches there. And over there, Koil Kapane, there's a gatekeeper. She talks to them and gets their permission. They'll get inside. And everything has a deeper meaning, by the way. And we are going to see the deeper meaning as well, along with the regular, the normal meaning. So she goes to the Nandagopala's palace. She wakes up she requests the gatekeeper and then enters further, and she speaks and wakes up Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai. And then she further goes deep into the palace, and from 21 sloka Pasuram to 29 sloka, then she starts waking up Krishna. She woke up the Balaram, and then Balaram also there, Baladev was also there, older brother of Krishna, and she directly wakes up Krishna. And that waking up of Krishna is so very beautiful. And that's all this 30 pasurams. And the 30th pasuram, this is 29, up to 29, 1 to 5, introduction. 6 to 15, she wakes up the girls of Gokulam. 16 to 20, she enters to the palace of Nanda Maharaj, and she wakes up Nanda Maharaj, the gatekeeper, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda. And then she wakes up Baladev. And 21 to 29, she wakes up Krishna himself. And the 30th is Palastuti. Palastuti of what is the benefit that we get by reciting this Pasuram, 30 Pasuram on a regular basis. And the key message that we will learn from this is it is Acharya Sambandham, or the relationship of Acharya is very, very important for us to attain Krishna. Without that relationship with our Acharya or a Guru, we can never get Krishna. Without the association of the mercy of the devotees, we can never get the blessings of Krishna. That is a key message from Tiruppavai. We have to have a Guru in our life, and we have to have an association of the devotees in our life. Without the association, Samaham, Bhagavata Samaham, Bhagavat Samaham, Bhagavata Samaham, the association of the devotees minus association of the devotees will not be able to be successful. And another key message is what is that we are going to attain by getting Krishna in our life, by getting association of the devotees in our life, by getting Guru's Anugraha in our life. That is the Kaikarya. Kaikarya means service to the Lord. The whole Pasuram of 30 things is so very relevant to us. That is, we need to have a Guru in our life. We need to have an association of the devotees, and we need to have a mercy of the Krishna only through the association of the devotees and association of the mercy of the Guru. And then what are we supposed to do in our life is service, 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 and service. Nothing else. And when we perfect our life in this world by doing services, what we do when we go back to Vaikuntha? Service, 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 and service. We serve the Lord, whether we are in this world or we go back to spiritual world, irrespective of wherever we are engaged in service, unalloyed service, without any expectation, only wanting to see the beautiful face of the Lord smiling at us, seeing and watching us doing the service. Our service that we are doing, seva that we are doing, must please the Lord. When the Lord is pleased, then he smiles. When he smiles, we become anandam. We get anandam. We get into the bliss. Now we are doing the service not for our pleasure. We are doing the service for the pleasure of the Lord. That is a very, very, very important point. We know that when we play this snake and ladder game, there is we roll the dice. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, these numbers, right? So if we are lucky, then we can get into the ladder. We can skip many rows and jump up. If we are unlucky, we'll get caught into the mouth of the serpent or a snake, and we come down again. So the thing is that if you're lucky enough, then we go to the top point where 98. We reach to the 98. Now, we need 2 points to get to the end. Paramapadam, Vaikuntham. Only 2 points is needed. But by unlucky, if you are unlucky, not lucky, if we get one, there is a big snake with an open mouth, big long snake. It brings us back to the starting point. Now, are we doing our services for our sake or for the sake of the Lord? That is defined by point 1 or point 2. Maha, I am doing the service for Maham means for me, then it is 99. The big snake will bring us down. Namaha, not for me. That means we get 2 points, we go to Vaikuntha. That is the meaning of Namaha. If I am doing all the service for my own pleasure, then we will never go back to Vaikuntha. But I am doing all the service for the pleasure of the Lord, then we'll definitely go back to Krishna, go back to the Lord in Vaikuntha. With that said, an introduction. Now we are going to dive into the very first Pasuram, the day Pasuram. Today is the day of this Pasuram, Margari Tingal. So do not be frightened by seeing this script over here. This is in Tamil. It is important, at least because the language, Andal has written this Pasuram in Tamil language. Therefore, at least wash the language through our eyes for our eyes to be purified, because that's the language he picked. Andal picked. Therefore, don't worry about you're not able to read this one. Just look at this. That itself purifies us, because the language she's taken and chosen is Tamil. Therefore, let's recite this first Pasuram, and we are going to see the surface level meaning, and we are going to see the deeper meaning of this Pasuram. மார்கழித் திங்கள் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாளால் நீராட போதுவீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் சீர் மல்கும் ஆய்ப்பாடி செல்வ சிறுமீர்கால் கூர்வேல் கொழுந்துழிலன் நந்தகோபன் குமரன் ஏறார்ந்த கன்னி யசோத இளம் சிங்கம் கார்மேனி செங்கன் கதிர்மதியம் போல் முகத்தான் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவான் பாரோர் புகழ படிந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Now this is in Tamil. This is what the Pasuram is. The next is we are going to break this down in I put this into an English word script, and then the meaning of that one. We'll go through this one, and then we'll see what the meaning, and then we'll go to the deeper meaning, and that will be end of the session for today. Margari. Margari is a name of a month called Margari, which falls under December, January. That's exactly what now it is. Tingal. Tingal means month. Tingal also has a different meaning. It could be a day. It could be also a day. But in this context, Tingal means month. Madhi nirainda. Madhi means moon. It's a full moon. Paurnami. It's a full moon day. Madhi nirainda. Nannalal. Nannalal means auspicious day, a perfect day. Madhi nirainda nannalal. Neerada, to bathe. Neerada means to bathe. Poduveer. Podu means who want to come. Whoever wants to come to take bath, that's what it is. Podumino. Let's go. Whoever wants to go take bath along with me on this full moon day of the month of Margari, in this full moon day, the first day of Margari, Podumino, let us all go together. Neerirayer, oh girls, she's talking to the girls, bejeweled girls or beautiful girls who are nicely decorated with ornaments. Cheer malgum, who are rich, they are all rich and grand. Ai means Vrindavan, Ayar Padi means Vrindavan. Chelva means prosperous. Oh girls, a prosperous girl, a rich girls, highly ornamented girls. Cheer malgum, young girls. Cheer malgum. Kurvel. Kur means sharp. Veil means spear. Kurvel. Kodun Dorilan, a person who performs cruel deeds to his enemies. Nanda Gopalan, a person who is holding to a kurvel as a short spear, who performs a cruel deeds to his enemy. Who is that? Nanda Gopan. Nanda Gopan. Nanda Gopan is the name of Krishna's father, Nanda Maharaj. Kumaran. Kumaran means son. A son of Nanda Gopan who's holding the spear, sharp spear, and who punishes the enemies. Punishes the enemy. Erarnda means a beautiful. Erarnda Kanni, eyes, beautiful eyes. Yashoda, who has a beautiful eyes. Ilang Chingam, Ilam means young. Singam means lion. A little cub, a little lion, a child lion. Karmeni means dark skinned. Chengan with beautiful. Chengan means beautiful reddish eyes. Kadir Madhyam means shining like the sun and moon. Pol Muhattan, like. Pol means like. Muhattan means face. One who has a face like the sun and moon, with a beautiful lotus eyes, like a dark, who has a dark complexion, who is son of, is a Singam, means a lion, who is son of Yashoda, who has a beautiful eyes, and son of Nandagopan, who is holding the spear, it's a short spear, to ready to punish the evil people or the enemies. Karmani Chengan Kadirmaniyan Pol Mugattan Narayanane, Lord Narayana himself. That son is Narayana himself. Namakke to us. Namakke Parai. Namakke Parai. Parai means to give blessing. Parai is an important word in this Pasuram, and you're going to hear this word Parai several times. Many of the Pasuram ends with Parai Taruvan, Parai Taruvan, Parai Taruvan. So the deeper meaning of Parai we'll see later. For now, understand Parai means blessing. Taruvan means gives. பறை தருவான். நாராயணே நமக்கே பறை தருவான். பாரோர் புகழ பணிந்தேலோர் எம்பாவை. Paror means the people living in this world are they praises and they praise him so much. Padindelor Empavai. Let's all dive into Yamuna Nadi. Let's all dive into the Yamuna Nadi, and then we'll start performing the Pavai Nombu. Let's all perform the Pavai Nombu, means the Vrata of Katyayani Vrata. Let's start worshipping Katyayani. Let's all join us. This is what she's telling. So the meaning of this is, O young girls of Gokulam, who have lot of wealth, who those are wearing great ornaments. It is an auspicious day, full moon day, on the first day of Margari. Krishna is the obedient son of Nandagopa, who has a Nandagopa, who has a short spear, which will destroy the creatures which could harm Krishna. Right? We are going to see little more detailed explanation later, but please hear to this meaning now. Krishna is the lion cub of Yashoda, who has beautiful eyes. Krishna has a divine form, which has the complexion of dark cloud, has reddish eyes, and has a face like sun and moon. He is Narayana himself. He will give us all the services unto him. For us to perform services unto him, let us all go first, bathe in Yamuna Nadi, and pray to Katyayani, so that we can get engaged in the service of Krishna, who is none other than Narayana himself. மார்கழி திங்கள் மதிநிறைந்த நன்னாளால் நீராட போதுவீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழீர் சீர்மல்கும் ஆய்ப்பாடி செல்வ சிறுமீர்கால் கூர்வேல் கொடுந்தொழில நந்தகோபன் குமரன் ஏறார்ந்த கண் யசோத இளம் சிங்கம் கார்மேனி செங்கன் கதிர்மதியன் போல் முகத்தான் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவான் பாரோர் புகழ படிந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Now let's get into the meaning, deeper meaning of the sloka. For one to attain the Lord, there should be a means. Upayam is called means. What is the mean for us to attain the Lord? The best mean for all of us to attain the Lord, as per Andal, given in Tiruppavai, is simply surrendering unto the Lord. Surrendering unto the Lord and accepting Lord himself as the mean to get us out of this material world, back to the spiritual world. Right? Only he can save us. No one else can save us. Margari. And what to do now? Margari. She calls Margari in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is Masanar Marga Sirshoham. Krishna tells this particular month as Margashri, which is a very special month. Anyone who want to quickly progress spiritually and develop Krishna Bhakti, this is another opportunity for all the practicing devotees to take more austerity in their life. For next 30 days, I will get up in the morning. At least for 30 days, let me get up in the morning. I chant with the devotees if possible together. Let me do some austerity out of my bodily comfort. Let me come out of the bodily comfort and dedicate myself of Krishna, for Krishna, this 30 days. Right? Because Andal got up in the morning, all the gopis, young girls got up in the morning because Krishna likes those who get up in the morning. First thing is that what Krishna doesn't like, oh, those people who sleep for 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and sleep in the afternoon and sleep late in the night. Krishna doesn't like those people. Krishna only likes those people who get up early in the morning and engage in the devotional service. And that is very prominent, very obvious from Tiruppavai. Therefore, at least for next 30 days, let's get up in the morning, and next 30 days, next 20 days from tomorrow onwards, we are going to go through each and every pasuram from 5 to 6 a.m. Why? Because Anda did the same thing. Early morning is when she got up and recited this sloka. Therefore, we also get up and join us together and enjoy the Pasurams of Tiruppavai. Now, Nanda Gopan, now Margari Masam is so very special. Why is special? It's important to understand our 365 days. Our 365 days can be divided into two parts. Dakshanayanam, Uttarayanam, 6 months and 6 months. Our 6 months Dakshanayanam is a night time for the Devatas. That's all. Our 1 year is 1 day for Devatas, which is day and night. Dakshanayanam for us, the 6 months for us, is a night time for the Devatas. Uttarayanam 6 months for us is a daytime for the Devatas. That means when the Dakshanayanam finishes, the last month is the closing of Dakshanayana, is the end of the night and starting of the Brahma Muhurta. Right? The Uttarayanam is going to start. That means you have to, before the Uttarayanam starts, that is Brahma, for the Devatas, it is the Brahma Muhurta time. Right? That means before Brahma Muhurta starts, we have to get up and get ready and do necessary things, and then so that we can be ready for the Brahma Muhurta. This is the period where we have to get ready so that we can perform devotional service to Krishna. So this is the month. It's exactly connecting month to get ready to perform our Mangalarti. Therefore, Margari, this month is the perfect month for us. For Devatas, it is the Brahma Muhurta period. Brahma Muhurta period. Masana Marga Sirishaham. Krishna also says, therefore, this month is very special for me. Madi Nirainda Nannal. Madi Nirainda Nannal. Nannal means a very auspicious day. Why? Not only the first day of Margari, at that time, at that year, it was full moon, Paurnami. Paurnami. Therefore, this is the best time. Right? So, especially people, if they want to do anything in their life, they always check their calendar, right? Check, is this Rahu Kala, Yamakandam, whatever the time, and they try to avoid these things and start at the night, right time. But did Andal choose a perfect time to pray to Krishna? The answer is no. She decided to pray to Krishna. She decided to perform Sharanagati to Krishna. Or when she decided that, it became Margari. It became Madinira Nannal. That means everything fell into the right spot. It became into a right thing. She did not choose a day so that on this particular day, let me pray to Krishna. She didn't think like that. She thought, let me pray to Krishna. When she had the desire to wanting to pray Krishna, everything became auspicious. Madi Nirainda Nannala. Therefore, for us also, we should not be waiting for a good day to start our bhakti. We should not tell that, let me start on a Sunday morning because that's when there is no problem. Let me start when my children are grown up, and so that I don't need to go to take to them to all the schools and classes and things like that. Let me retire, and then it will be a best time for me to do Nama Sankirtanam, to engage in the devotional service at the temple, dedicate myself. It's not like that. The bhakti does not work like that. The Sharanagati does not work like that. Sharanagati means I'm doing it now. When I do it now, everything, Krishna makes an arrangement that everything falls in its right place. Krishna wants us to surrender first and then make things better. What we are thinking is ulta, reverse. Let Krishna make everything better for me in my life, then I will surrender. That's not the way it works, unfortunately. For we can learn that from this particular Pasuram. When Andal decided that let's all go, that became Margari, that became Madi Nirenda Nannal, that became Madi Nirenda Nannal. That is Madi. Madi Nirenda. Madi also has different meaning. But if we want to get into the different commentaries of what is Margari, it will become one class. What is Madi Nirainda Nannal? That will become another class. Neerada will be another class. But we are all in a busy world. We are all so very busy. We don't have much time. With this limited time, we are only touching, as I said, a little bit of the commentaries of what has been given on this Tiruppavai. Otherwise, we'll be sitting on one column, the first cell, Margari, for rest of this evening. So we won't be able to do that one. So let's move on to Neerada Poduvir. Neerada Poduvir means what is the qualification for one to Neerada? Neerada means let's dive into Yamuna Nadi. First thing we have to do is get up in the morning and take shower. Without taking shower, we cannot do any punya karya, any satvika karya, right? Therefore, the first thing is get up in the morning, do your morning duty. One of the thing is take shower. And you're ready. Externally, you're purified. You're ready to perform whatever you need to perform. Therefore, Neerada Poduvir. Let's all go take shower. But what is the qualification? What is the qualification to dive and take shower? Right? If you want to take shower, do we have to first apply soap and then go to the take shower? Do we apply some perfume and then take shower? Or should we remove all the dust from our body and then take shower? Well, the whole purpose of taking shower is to remove all the dirt from us. That's why we are taking shower. So what is that it is required for us to dive into the anubhavam or experience of Krishna consciousness, experience Krishna? Do we have to first become purified completely so that we can experience Krishna, name, fame, and form and pastimes? Is that what we need to do? There is no qualification at all required for enjoying Krishna. That is what Neerada Podubir. She did not tell the girls when Andal did not tell and ask this, did you perform Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga? Did you perform any of the things? Do you know slokas from Bhagavad Gita? Do you know this Pasuram, that one, this one? She didn't ask anything. She did not ask anything. Neerada Podubir. Come on, let's all go. She didn't even qualify anyone. She said, let's all go. There's no qualification is needed. Really, there's no qualification is needed? Yes, there's no qualification needed at all, but except one. What is it except one? We should have a icha. Icha means desire. Yes, I want to attain Krishna. I want to enjoy Krishna. Enjoy Krishna means in a service of Krishna, not in different meaning. Krishna has to enjoy us. It's not that we enjoy Krishna. So we enjoy Krishna in Krishna's service. Therefore, I want to enjoy. Whenever I may be using this word, this statement very often. So I'm declaring now itself that when I say, I want to enjoy Krishna, we should not think in a different meaning or different terms. What it means is that I want to enjoy Krishna, seeing Krishna enjoying me. That is the meaning of it. I want to enjoy Krishna in Krishna's service. That is what it means. So I may not give this explanation every time when I use this terms. So please be cautious and understand when I say I want to enjoy Krishna. Okay, if anyone is joining middle of the class, if they hear me saying I want to enjoy Krishna, then one may think I'm speaking some other philosophy, other school of thought, and they may think I'm doing wrong. That means they missed the first introduction. So we may not repeat everything very often here because there's a lot of things to be covered in 30 days. Now, the girls are asking Andal that what qualification do we have to enjoy Krishna? And Andal says, no qualification is needed. Do you have interest to become Krishna consciousness? Do you want to be with Krishna? Do you want to serve Krishna? You want to get married to Krishna? If you have that icha, if you have a desire, that is your qualification. That is the only qualification is required. But if you decided not of that, but you want to stay in this world and enjoy this world, then you're not qualified. You're not qualified. You're not the right person. So if someone says everything, but I have no desire, I know everything. If someone says, I know all these things, but I don't have an interest to return back to Krishna, then whatever they know is a waste, is no use at all. So the qualification is not your Shastric qualification or your being a Pandit or you done a great yaga and yagya, Jyothishtoma yagya, or this yagya, or that yagya. Nothing is makes a person adhikari, a qualified person. Adhikaram comes if you have a desire alone. She is talking so that the desire to want to get married to Krishna. And then what Andal is saying here is we have to bathe in Krishna consciousness. And when she says she's not talking about laukika experience, the experience a boy and a girl will have. This is alokika, alokika anubhava. Alokika means the anubhava, the experience that one gets by connecting oneself in Krishna consciousness is beyond this world, is transcendent this world. Therefore, she says, let's all go. It's exactly like in Srimad Ramayana. Sita Devi also did the same thing. She saved all the Rakshasis. When Hanuman wanted to kill everyone, she saved all the Rakshasis. Likewise, Andal could have gone by herself. It's a simple example. It's very easy to understand. If a girl want to be with a boy, if a girl want to spend some time with her boyfriend, right? Boy, she's not going to call 10 different girls and let's all go. She's not going to do that. She's going to do in a private way. And she will spend time with that boy in a private way, in a private place. But here is an important thing. If Andal wanted to have Krishna, she must have done privately. But what she is telling is, Margari Tingal Madinirenda Nannala, Nirada Podivir, Podiminor Nirir. Everyone, let's everyone go. That itself very clearly says the relationship that she and Krishna has is not Sharira to Sharira, is Atma to Atma. It is the Atma Anubhava, it's not Laukika Anubhava. It's not a worldly experience that a boy and girl has. Otherwise, she would have gone by herself privately. She gathered everyone. That itself very clearly says this is nothing to do with the romantic thing that we see in this world. Near area. So she said, you're all wearing this beautiful abharanam, all this wonderful abharanam or the ornaments. These ornaments are their beautiful qualities, the qualities of jnana and vairagyam. And they dress up nicely to go see Krishna, right? Therefore, it's not that they came with a worn out dress. They dress up so beautifully. They know that they're going to spend time. They're going to see Krishna. Cheer Malga Ai Padi Selva Sirmir girl. Andal is calling all the girls, the richest girl, the wealthiest girl, are you all ready? But these are all coward girls. They are just, their business is just milking the cow and selling butter, yogurt, milk. That's all they do. How can they be a Selva Sirmir girl? Selva Sirmir girl means richest young girls. What wealth do they have? The real wealth that they have is they have Krishna with them. They have seva of Krishna. Krishna seva is their real wealth. That is their wealth. Therefore, they are richest people. Minus Krishna, how much ever wealth we have, we are poor people. Right? It's a very important point we should understand. We may be working hard to make money, make savings, make house, make everything. We don't have any time to chant Krishna's name, do service to Krishna. That means we are poor people. We are not rich people, by the way, in the eyes of Krishna, not in the eyes of our neighbors. In the eyes of Krishna, in the eyes of the sages and saints, we are all poor people. Even if you live in a mansion house, but minus Krishna, we are poor people. Therefore, Andal called Selva Sirmir call, even though you don't have materially wealth, you are poor people, but you are the richest girls of this village. Why? You have Krishna with you. You have Krishna with you. You have service of Krishna. As long as one is engaged in the service of Krishna, they are the richest people. If you don't have service of Krishna, then you are a poor person. Gokulam is wealth. The Gokulam that they are where is richer than Vaikuntham. Why? In Vaikunta, the Lord cannot exhibit the qualities. He cannot show forgiveness, compassion, tolerance, patience. Any of these qualities the Lord cannot exhibit in Vaikuntha. Why? There is no proper qualified candidate to show forgiveness, compassion, tolerance, and patience, because they are all either the liberated souls or they are the souls who are there ever, forever, like Garuda, Vishwakshena, and Anantasesha, and all those great souls are there. They don't need any forgiveness, they don't need any compassion, they don't need any tolerance, they don't need any patience. So where can the Lord exhibit all these qualities? Unless and until we come to a place where the people need forgiveness, people need compassion, people need tolerance and patience. That is all. We are the people. We make so much sins. Therefore, Lord has to forgive us. We have no other way. We are so in a miserable condition. The Lord has to show his compassion. We commit mistake even to the Lord. The Lord has to tolerate. And we don't have any kind of appreciation to the Lord, gratitude. The Lord has shows us patience, patiently waiting. So this cannot be exhibited in the spiritual world. Therefore, the Lord comes here, and the Lord, when he comes here, he mingles and be like an ordinary person with these gopis. That is the wealth. Selva Sirimirgal, that is the wealth that these gopis have. Gopis have. Selva Sirimirgal, Kurvel Korinturilan, Kurvel Kadun Torilan. Now he says that Kurvel means the sharpened veil. What is the sharpened veil? The jnana. This is one has to sharpen their jnana, means knowledge. They have to have one has to sharpen their knowledge through studying the scriptures, at least through hearing the Krishna Katha. One's desire to get connected to Krishna, one's desire to wanting to be with Krishna increases. It increases. Therefore, this is what that means. Kurvel Kodundurila, Nandagopan Kumaran means Nandagopala was all good. He was not holding the spear before Krishna was born. But then after Krishna was born, he becomes so violent. Before he was sattvic, later he becomes so passionate. Why? Even a small ant comes close to Krishna, he will take a sword to kill the ant. You don't need a sword or a spear to kill an ant. That shows Nanda Maharaj's love and affection towards Krishna. Even an ant which is approaching Krishna for Nandagopala is like Tataka, is like Putana, is like Agasura. He sees like that out of his love for Krishna. So he was taking his a spear even to kill this small ant. Yashoda means one who Yasha. Yasha means fame. So he gives Yasha. Nanda means one who gives joy. So Krishna has father and mother who gives fame and who gives joy. And Vasudeva is another. Vasu means who is wealthy. Therefore, Krishna is not lack of wealth, lack of fame, lack of happiness. Everything is there with Krishna. Karmeni, all the dangers when we worship Krishna, Karmeni, that beautiful eyed one who has been protected by Nanda Maharaj, we all will also be protected. We all will also be protected. Kadir Mughatan. Therefore, what happens is sun, the moon takes the strength of sun. The moon is cool. Likewise, Krishna is full of strength and he's cool guy. He's so very cool. But he can also be like a sun, burning the enemies, evil spirits, and he can be cool to his devotees. Narayanane, Namakke Parai Taruvan. Who can give as the final benediction of the devotional service? Narayana. Who is that Narayana? Not this cowherd boy. This Krishna is Narayana. He is the only one who can give us mukti, who can give us bhakti. To him, I surrender. That is what the meaning of this particular sloka. மார்கழி திங்கள் மதிநிறைந்த நன்னாளால் நீராட போதுவீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழீர் சீர்மல்கும் ஆய்ப்பாடி செல்வ சிறுமீர்கால் கூர்வேல் கொழுந்துழிலன் நந்தகோபன் குமரன் ஏறார்ந்த கன்னி யசோத இளம் சிங்கம் கார்மேனி செங்கன் கதிர்மதியம் போல் முகத்தான் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவான் பாரோர் புகழ படிந்தோலோர் என் பாவாய் ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம் பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Thank you all very much for joining. Again, lot more details, but in future, we'll see the other explanation of this Pasuram. For now, this is all we can cover. We'll get into the second Pasuram for tomorrow. See you all tomorrow at 5 a.m.